25-year-old kid just delivering and he sees a house on fire. How does he know even to go in there? He goes back in, finds a girl, jumps out a window. Bro, motherfucking Batman. This guy is fucking Batman. What the fuck is up, internet? Welcome to the channel and welcome to this installment of the Week in Review. Because Reddit calls itself the front page of the internet, I like to scroll through their popular posts of the week as a reminder of what the hell just happened. This picture comes from a 16-year-old girl who snuck her camera into a Queen concert in 1978. That's legit. Probably a shitty ass camera too, like. So she had to go get the fucking film. Damn. It looks good though. For 78, she probably had a real shitty ass camera. Wonder how she snuck in. You can't, I mean, I've seen videos where people dress up as security to sneak in the shows, but like, mainly because everybody that works at a show, depending, not everybody I guess, is generally temp. So nobody knows who anybody is. I mean, and the credentials probably vary from venue to venue, so people aren't really aware of, you know, as long as it looks official, people probably don't pay much attention. But I doubt this 16-year-old girl dressed up as security to get into this Queen show. So that's interesting. It's a really good picture. And Freddie's going crazy. He's probably hitting 78. What was her jam in 78? I have no clue. I was only 2 years old when this chick did this shit. But 206,000 upvotes, almost 1,000 comments. So people are like, I was at that show. There's probably some people saying I was at that show. This is nuts. So the first photo taken of the Titan submersible. There's actually more to it. There's more there to it than I expected there to be seen. I just thought there'd be like some scraps, but most of it's pretty intact. I mean, you can't tell size, right? There's no reference point to say how big this is, but this looks like a pretty big section of it. And it's still like held together, which is crazy. I mean, the fact that it imploded, you'd almost think that there would just be, it's crazy. I saw somebody post this picture on Twitter and they're like, they could still be in there. No, they're gone. Right? This is like, you know, plastic. I don't know what this shit was made out of. Probably just plastic and fucking maybe carbon fiber or something. I don't know if they put that much money into it because the shit was controlled by a fucking shitty ass fucking Xbox controller, but pretty wild, man. Just so unnecessary. Right? I don't know, like, for me, maybe it's just because I'm just not that type of person where I need to go see some shit for my own eyes, right? Like, I don't need to go see the fucking Titanic. I don't give a fuck, right? I know the shit sank however many years ago, right? We got the movie, and there's constant pictures of it, and other submersibles taking pictures of it. Why the fuck are you gonna spend however much money to go see the shit yourself? Who fucking cares? Like, if you're a rich motherfucker that does this, what, you go to a party afterwards and say, Titanic, it's a lot bigger than you fucking looked in the movie. You're like, what's the clout? Nobody's gonna give a fuck, honestly. Somebody tells me, oh yeah, I went in a submersible and fucking saw the Titanic, and I'd be like, what did you see that's not in the pictures, man? Right? Like, there's a video, like, I just don't get it. To each their own. I mean, people can do whatever the fuck they want with their money and time. Whatever makes them happy. But, yeah, it just seems unnecessary to me. Here we go. This is pretty nuts. People do this shit. I've never seen anybody, like, I've never been anywhere in a restaurant where I've seen this available. If you are hungry and have no money, these meals have been paid for in advance. Give a server the ticket and they will have the kitchen prepare your meal. That's pretty good. It looks like a lot of people are contributing to it too. I mean, people don't realize, like, my view, like, homelessness is crazy. Like, I feel like most people are 1 or 2 paychecks away from just being dead broke, right? Like, I know if I went 2 weeks without work, without a paycheck, I'd be fucked. I'd have to ask for help. The rub is that I feel like a lot of homeless people, the reason they're homeless is because unless they just have no family, right? Serious mental issues, that they're on the street because they've burned bridges, man. Like, people have helped them and they've fucked those people over to the point where they're not willing to help them out again. Like, and it's kind of fucked. And I can see people getting, it's tough. In this day and age, just living is hard, right? Like, just being able to get up and do your shit, like, unless you are committed to the fact that unless you just, no, you can't do anything with that. Like, it's the nature of the beast, man. You have to work, right? Some people just don't want to do it. And then they end up homeless. And luckily there's people that care, right? I have a hard time with it because I feel like my experience with homeless people, I live in a college town, is that there's actually one specific homeless person can ruin it for everybody. There's a guy that's running around who's been in town for like years and years, and he just begs for change so he can buy alcohol, and then he just passes out in random bushes and places. Like, he'll actually, like, I used to sell beer for a living, and this guy would come in with like branches and shit, and smelling like the streets. And he just was outside begging for money. People gave him enough change he could put together to buy booze just to do it all over again. And I mean, this guy just has, it sucks because I'm basing a lot of, my personal experiences with homeless people on this one guy, and it's pretty obvious that he's got mental health issues and an alcoholism problem, which is probably how he got homeless in the first place. It's just tough, man. It's just tough because you're just a regular person, right? And it's tough enough to get by with what you make for yourself, right? There's some people that do better than others, right? Like, I live paycheck to paycheck, you know what I mean? And I don't feel like I live all that extravagantly, other than I live alone. So I'm paying for an apartment by myself in a big college town, which is pricey, especially for what I make and for what I do. Like, I don't have a college education, so my job doesn't pay a ton. It pays enough for me to live on, and for me to have a laptop, for me to have internet, for me to have electricity, for me to be able to make videos, for me to have an Xbox, you know what I mean, and do some stuff here and there, right? But like, literally, it's just food and a roof over my head. And in this day and age, I mean, unless you took full advantage of every opportunity you get, you know what I mean, and worked hard from day one and didn't slack, this is where we find most Americans find themselves. It's just tough. We're just living, just trying our best, and it's tough. I mean, kudos to the people that can afford to do this, that make enough, that are blessed, who have worked hard for what they have, and yet still find, you know what I mean, it in their heart to give back to the community. You know what I mean, to help people out that are struggling. Right? I mean, kudos to people that do that. If you're somebody like that, I tip my cap. Good for you. Good for the people that you help. Hopefully they appreciate it. 25-year-old pizza delivery driver Nick Bostic runs into a burning house and saves 4 children who tell them others might be in the house. He goes back in, finds a girl, jumps out a window with her and carries her to a cop who captures the moment on his body cam. Man. Dude, fires are scary, man. Like, this is at night. This is 3600. What's that? 4 o'clock in the morning or something? I don't know what 3600 is. But, and the house is on fire. Can't be 4 o'clock. Why would this guy still be out? Man, what a fucking hero. This guy's a hero, man. For sure. How did he know these kids were in there? I had to put a tourniquet on him because his arm's fucked up. Got burnt. Yeah, this kid is a fucking hero. These kids' parents owe this man some serious gratitude. We all do. 25-year-old kid just delivering and he sees a house on fire. How does he know even to go in there? He goes back in, finds a girl, jumps out a window. Bro. Motherfucking Batman. This guy is fucking Batman. MRI photo of my brain. Yes, this is real. Jesus. I mean, how would you know, though? Right, there was another video I watched where I saw a picture of somebody who was missing their brain. I don't know if this is the same person. But it's like you're just going through life, just doing shit. Like I said, life's hard as it is. And then, I don't know, what issues drive you to go get your brain checked out? I mean, maybe you're just struggling. And then you go and you see this? The doctor shows you your brain and it looks like this? Holy fuck. Me, if I saw this, I'd be like, that explains a lot. But yeah, I mean, still shocking though. Jesus Christ. Have a fucking big ass bite taken out of the side of your fucking brain. That's fucking crazy. Fuck. No shame in his game. The weirdest genre of dudes on here are 40-year-old men with wives who follow a bunch of young women, laughing my fucking ass off. Fart Monster 2K says, as a 40-year-old, this dude is way older than 40. Mary, dude, I can tell you it's because those young women, or many of them, often post pictures of their boobs, and following them makes those pictures show up on my phone. Yeah, this guy just wants to see some titties. He's just a guy who's married. You know what I mean? He probably loves his wife's titties. But now you're seeing young girl titties, and it's it's nostalgic. You can't blame a guy. If you're gonna show your titties on the internet, people are gonna look at them. 40-year-old dudes, 40-year-old married dudes are gonna look at your titties. That's just the nature of the beast. I sometimes wonder that, when I'm scrolling through Reddit and Twitter and I see these girls that are doing, you know what I mean, that are showing their asses and their TNA. I don't really go through the comments because I'm just I just appreciate in the picture, right? I like Ford Mustangs. Not to comparing women to cars, but yeah, I like to look at a Mustang from time to time just to appreciate its beauty. And I can do the same thing with women, and it doesn't mean I want to drive them anywhere. I just want to appreciate, you know what I mean? Especially, I don't know, whatever. I don't know why I'm trying to explain myself. But the comment sections must be crazy, right? Because unlike this guy, Fart Monster 2K, there's probably dudes that are harassing those girls in the comments too, right? This is Dr. Ivermectin, MD. I feel like this is fake. Is this a fake? This is a fake tweet? I don't know. Hard to tell. They are nice people. Shad Felix Green. I want to live in a world where people wearing swastikas or rainbows or Black Power shirts can coexist. What the fuck? How? How is it possible? They can't coexist. I mean, we coexist, but there's a shit ton of tension, and then there's fucking uprisings and fucking violent conflicts left and right. I want to live in a world where LGBTQ people who want equal rights and black people who want to be safe aren't seen as equivalent to Nazis. Nazis are bad, man, right? Like, Nazis are bad. Swastikas are bad. I mean, the problem, the difference is that Nazis hate people for who they are, right? Like, LGBTQ people and black people that want to be safe don't necessarily hate people. They just want people to hate them less, maybe. Right? They want less hate compared to the swastika guys who revel in hate. Yeah, I don't know. Something has to give at some point. I mean, I guess the swastika guys have. We get an influx of them from time to time, but like I said, or like I normally would say, is that these people have to pay consequences. Like, they're not right. When you see them, most of the time their faces are covered because they're not approved of by the general public, right? They know it, right? They know that there's repercussions. No. Yeah, repercussions? Why am I pronouncing it like that? Repercussions. It's not crussions. Repercussions? Yeah, repercussions for their actions, right? Like, they're going to lose their job. The people in their lives are going to dislike them. You know what I mean? For the most part. Some people will be, oh, shit, I didn't know you were a Nazi, brah. Well, now we could be Nazis together. Let's do some Nazi activities together. What the fuck? Haitians outside Trump's rally in Uniondale. We don't eat pets, we vote. Ooh, ballsy. Yeah, the craziest thing is that from everything that I've read about this, that this shit is just not true, right? Right? The lady that started from said she made it up. The fucking candidate for vice president said it probably wasn't true. But it's just like some people just see it as a fact, right? And they'll just argue, like the grifters on Twitter anyway. They'll post other videos that are unrelated, claiming that it's the same shit. Like, I saw one where they're like, look, every time you see like a grainy ass video in 2024, when you see like a grainy ass video of something happening, they're trying to hide something from you. They're trying to hide the details. There's no reason for a grainy ass video in 2024. They're trying to hide things, right? And they were like in the video, in the caption, it was claiming that it was a dog and it turned out to be a goat. I mean, I just don't understand, right? Like, if you truly believe something is happening, right? Why would you lie about it? Like, if it's really happening, there's no reason to lie about it. Just find the proof, right? I think that about like this kind of shit. This conspiracy stuff is always wacky to me, because half the time it's like really easy to prove, right? Like, you could go to Springfield, right? You could go to Springfield and lurk around, right? And find evidence that this is happening. If you can't do that, then it's probably not happening. Like, I think that about, like, I've had arguments with flat earthers when I used to argue on Facebook all the time back in the day. I don't do that shit anymore. It's a waste of time. But I'd get in these beefs with flat earthers, and I would just be like, do you realize that if you could go to the edge of the earth, right, and photograph the fucking ice wall that's the edge of the earth, do you realize how valuable that would be? Like, and the answer is always the same. They won't let you get that close. And when I hear that, my mind goes to, so you think that the whole edge of the earth is being guarded, right? By who? Do you have any idea how many people it would take to guard the edge of the earth, right? To prevent you from getting there to take a picture with, you fucking fly a drone. You don't even have to go yourself. Fly a drone, right? Or yeah, there's a million different ways you could do it, especially some of these people that are like super wealthy that claim that it's a flat earth. I don't know. I mean, I just feel like most of the time these conspiracy theories are pretty easy to prove. Most of the time, there's really even no reason to, like, if Haitian immigrants were literally eating pets, nobody would stand for that, right? Nobody would be like, well, it's just Haitian people. Like, no, everybody. Nobody would defend that, right? And then, like, like the argument with the flat earth is always funny. It's like, why are they pretending that the round earth, why are they pretending that the flat earth is round? Like, what is the benefit? What, like, why would, you're telling me that they're employing all these security forces from around the world to guard the edge of the earth so YouTubers can't prove that, like, for what? What's the motivation? I don't know. I don't understand. It is, people just have fun with it, and then some people they just believe the shit too much, if you ask me. My girl Bella, totally in love with my boyfriend of 2 years. Oh, he loves her. Like, oh, look at this guy. He's so cool. Probably gives him treats. Gives him some scratches. Gives her some scratches. Gives some treats. It's like, this guy's a pretty good human. And he treats my mom cool. He's alright. I like this guy. Yeah, imagine being able to make stone look soft. I mean, sculpting stuff is an impressive art. It really is. I mean, to get the folds all right, I feel like that would be easier. To get the flaring and folding of clothes. Because you can kind of see that, but like this, the squeezing of a thigh. Right? Like, that'd be pretty tough. To make this all smooth too, they're using and like the little pop of a vein here. The little subtle, like, lump of an elbow. Like, that shit is fucking tough. I doodle a little bit myself. But I can't imagine sculpting anything. Like, that shit is crazy. That's some crazy skill, man. What the fuck is he doing back there? Hiding spot. Like, this guy is... Jesus. You see the one lady, going back to the Haitian stuff, is there was this MAGA lady who, like, she had proof that her Haitian neighbor stole her cat because she couldn't find her cat, right, for like a couple days. But then they ended up finding her in the basement, like, hiding out. Imagine, like, this cat lives in fucking Springfield. This is probably who the motherfucker started the whole rumor. Right, they couldn't find this cat. He's hiding behind the toilet. How do you even get in there? How do you even know to hide in there? Why is this toilet like this? Why is it flat on the side? Right, like, yeah, what? That's interesting. He is back in there, too. He is hiding. I wonder what he's hiding from. Is it bath time? Cats are crazy, man. No wonder we fucking are obsessed with them, because they are fucking hilarious. Well, that's all I have for now. Make sure to let me know what you think about this video in the comments. I'll catch you on the next one. Later.